Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Celtic Vision, and today we're doing a reading for Aries for 2020 and what's coming in for you guys. So I've drawn the cards already, so the top line there refers mostly to the first half of the year and the bottom line to the second half, although the energies will run into one another. And over here then we have some general message, oracle cards and angel cards. So the first one there is the Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Ten of Rods. I went to draw one card but two came out, so the Eight of Rods and the Hanged Man. And then over here we have the Strength, Five of Swords, Four of Rods, Eight of Pentacles, the Moon and the Eight of Swords. And then we have Communicate Clearly, Angel Answer card, and Focus on Service and Parents. And then we have two oracle cards came out, Flexibility and Purity. Okay, so what's coming in for you guys for 2020? Well, we'll just start with Communicate Clearly card. So this is a general message, and it's just asking you to communicate your needs and your wants directly and clearly, so to avoid any misunderstanding, and to not hesitate to get across your needs and your desires. That's important, just to avoid any misunderstandings. And we have the Page of Swords here, and of course the Page of Swords, it's all about standing up for yourself and standing in your truth and no nonsense really, and believing in yourself, and even if there may be a little bit of opposition to whatever it is you're taking a stand against. Now I have over here beneath the Communicate Clearly card we have the Parents card, so this will be relevant for some of you in that particularly it may relate to your parents, and it may not be your parents of birth but people that you would consider your parents, or it can relate to you as a parent. So I think there may be some issues coming in, and I think there are issues from the past because we have the Six of Cups card. So this refers to relationships possibly in the past, or issues relating to the past. So there may be some issues there that need healing, that are just going to come up for healing and clearing, because underneath it we have the Five of Swords, and that can relate to conflict, either internal conflict or external conflict. And I think it's just something that needs to be looked at, but it is about standing in your truth. Whatever this issue may be with your parents, you stand in your truth, you do what is right for you, and don't, I suppose, back down. Obviously be kind to others in the process, but it is about doing the right thing for yourself. And if you do that, we have the Four of Rods, and the Four of Rods is all about abundance and a happy home, and in terms of relationships it can talk about stability as well. So, and it's a marriage card also, but I think if you deal with whatever this issue is, it will be resolved, and it will resolve with a happy home life, as it were. So it can also indicate, if you're talking about a job situation, because this of course is a general reading, it can indicate the completion of a project at work and maybe the start of something else. Either way, it's a card of abundance. So I believe if you deal with whatever this issue is regarding parents, you'll be successful, and it will resolve in your favour at least. We have the Four of Pentacles then, and of course the Four of Pentacles is about hard work paying off, and so you have been working hard. If this is in relation to a work situation, and that could relate to any situation in your life, but I would say it's mostly probably to do with work. So you've been working hard, and it's saying just stay alert to other possibilities that may be coming in, because things change all the time and there can be new things coming in. So don't let any fears, any fearful thoughts, or limit any chances or abundance that might be coming in. So just sometimes this card, the person can be holding on a little too tight to something, so just, I suppose, relax a little and be open to any opportunities that are coming in, because I think there are a lot of opportunities coming in for you. We have beneath that the Eight of Pentacles, and of course that talks about doing excellent work, taking pride in your work, and the effort and energy that you put into work does pay off financially, at least. And it can also talk about maybe considering changing jobs or career, and if you do, it will certainly go well. It can also indicate further education or job training, but it's a card of taking pride in what you're doing, and abundance. So it's very good in that respect. And I think you're someone that works hard, because we have the 10 of rods here, and you can see this chap and he's carrying all these rods, and in fact he seems burdened and weighed down by them a little, and this could represent you in a work situation where you're taking on too much responsibility, and it is probably getting to you. And if it's a case that you can, lay down some of those burdens and go gently or go easy on yourself, then do so, because you don't want to get too stressed out and burn yourself out. But if it's a case, sometimes in a job situation, you just have to keep going, just to know that the end is in sight and that you're nearly there. But I get the feeling that you are someone that really works hard, and sometimes it's just to be aware of, we have the card here, focus on service, that when you are working hard like that you're not just giving all the time. There has to be a bit of a balance. So it's kind of like work smart. Don't just work hard, but work smart, and you may not have to work as hard. You may be a little bit of a workaholic, so just to be aware of that. You don't want to burn yourself out, But there are great opportunities coming in, and we've the 8 of rods here, and this is about movement and action. And if we're talking about a work situation, a lot of things may suddenly be happening for you. And of course, being the type of person you are, you're ready to jump at them and really work hard and all that, and which is good. But the Hanged Man card came out with it, and the Hanged Man is all about kind of standing back a bit and kind of looking at the situation from a different point of view, and having patience, and not jumping in and doing what you think you might do here. So it's a bit of a balancing act, really. But I think if you can stand back a little bit from whatever the situation is, more abundance will come in for you, because I pulled a clarifier card on that, and it was the 7 of Pentacles. And this is talking about this chap here. He's been working hard, and he's planted his crops and all that, and it's about having patience, waiting for the crop to come in. So with you, it's a case of, a bit like the Hanged Man, just stand back a little bit. Things are happening, and there is a lot happening, but sometimes you just maybe have to stand back and reflect a bit first before you take further action. Because I know you're someone that's probably very much action, action, action. But this is a situation that if you just stand back a little, it will result in more abundance and more opportunities coming in than you ever thought possible. And so we have over here, because we have the flexibility card, and that's about being flexible in your approach to things, because I think you're someone that does work hard and can be a bit single-minded maybe about things, maybe a little bit obsessive about things. So this card is saying take a more flexible approach, be it in your work or in your home life, because if you do, more abundance is waiting to come in. More opportunities are there for you than you ever thought possible, because there seems to be a lot hanging around waiting to come in for you, but it's just a matter of being more flexible, really. And with the flexibility card came out the purity card, and this is about it's almost like you're coming to the end of a cycle. Your old ways of behaving, old behaviours are no longer suiting you, so they're falling away. It's like you're coming to the end of the cycle and you're about to start a new one. And because I think we have the 8 of Swords card here, and the 8 of Swords, it's about feeling kind of restrained, or literally tied up and not being able to move forward. But really, a lot of this is self-inflicted, or it's in your mind. It's really a card that can talk about self-sabotage. So you think you can't move forward, or things aren't going the way you want, but really it's more about a lack of confidence. So it's asking just to be aware of that. I actually pulled a clarifier on that, and it was the Temperance card. And the Temperance card, of course, is all about balance. You know, the key to success is, you know, moderation, and it's compromise. And if you're feeling stressed out, which I think sometimes you do, it's just to take, you know, a step back, have patience, take a break, do what you need to do to get a bit more balance in the situation. Self-control and patience can be called for in, you know, in this situation, in order for a successful outcome that, you know, that you're hoping for. So there again, it's just don't get too stressed about situations, because the Temperance card, you know, it's all about, you have everything you need to move forward. It's all there for you. And of course, it's just watch the self-sabotage, and this has come up in other readings as well. And we have the Moon card, which again is about, you know, facing your fears. And but like it's looking good for you. We have over here the Queen of Swords, and it's almost like this represents you, whether you're male or female. And it's asking you to, you know, well, the Queen of Swords, she looks at things as they are, not as how she would like them to be. You know, she takes no nonsense. She does what needs to be done. There's no BS about things. She just goes for it. But she does it in a kindly manner as well. And she doesn't succumb to negative thinking. So there may be a little bit of that here with you. So it's just saying, stand in your power, do what you need to do. She can be quite unemotional and detached, but she gets things done, and that's kind of asking you to do the same. So, because we have the Strength card underneath that, so it's saying that you have a lot of inner strength, more than you know, and you're well able for this, because there's abundance on its way to you, and opportunities. So you want to be in the best shape, ready for them, and you're well able for what's coming in, and it's looking good. And it's just to be ready for these opportunities without stressing yourself out too much in the process. So there you go. So if you like this reading, please like, subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.